Life Cousins? It's your girl Jazz, and I am back with another Girl Talk. Today I have my girl
Shunnie.
I have my girl Shunnie with me, y'all. She will be a guest on my channel today, y'all, for this Girl Talk. So we really are going to be talking about like self-care, mental health, you know, things that I feel like people really don't be like tapping into. I feel like y'all come to my channel and a lot of my topics are really always about like relationships or something sexual. So let's just switch it up, switch the topic up, change the narrative just a little bit. And so I first and foremost want to start off by saying how I feel like self-care or just mental health for me. I first want to say I made a status on Facebook, y'all, today. And my status said that, damn, what was my status? Okay, y'all. So I actually made a post on Facebook, and it was basically saying how high functioning depression is real. Y'all, I don't know. I saw this post, y'all, and I looked it up. I already knew what I knew about it just by reading it, but I wanted to look up like what that actually meant. Where were the signs? Where were the symptoms? And things of that nature. Y'all, I don't know if anyone will admit to it, but I think a lot of us have experienced that.
I think we all experience some type of depression on a day-to-day basis, because I can say for me, I do have my days where I don't want to get out of bed and I don't want to do anything. Sleeping all day is a sign of depression, where you don't want to talk to nobody. You withdraw from the world pretty much, and you know, you just want to be alone. You just don't have that drive to do what you normally would do on your day-to-day, you know, when you are happy. I think when I'm in that state, I don't even identify it as depression, because it's like it's just something that come and goes, and it click off, kind of like a light switch. So
it's so weird.
You don't know, but now that we're talking about this, it getting me to thinking, like, when we are in that state, like, how do we acknowledge that we are depressed?
Honestly, I don't acknowledge it. I'll just lay in the bed all day, and I just don't give myself any type of motivation. Like, it's so hard, but I feel like that's where your positive thinking, your affirmation, stuff like that have to come in. And I won't sit on here and act like, oh, I just do that often. I pray every day, but just speaking light into my life, that's not something I do all the time, which I feel like I really should be doing now.
Right.
Honestly, but I don't. And I feel like that's why I be so tapped in and out, in and out, in and out. I feel like that's why y'all see one moment I'm consistent, and then the next moment y'all see I'm not. 9 times out of 10, I'm not, because something just happened, that fucking light switch. Like, I just I'm not there anymore for some reason. And then I'm sad. I don't even know why I'm sad. Like, it's weird.
No, it's not weird. I think it's just something it's something that's making us sad. We just don't know in that particular moment how to acknowledge the reality of our sadness.
Right.
And we, you know, because we have been balancing this for so long, we do what makes us comfortable, or we do what we already know what to do, which we just lay around, or, you know, we're comfortable handling our depression. We just don't call it depression, right, because we just don't acknowledge that.
So how do you deal with when you're feeling like you're not in the mood to do anything? Like, what is your, I guess, escape goal from the world when you're feeling it like low?
I will be drinking a lot more.
Oh yes, me too.
I'll be moody. Of course, I'll be sleeping, laying around, don't have that drive. But I tend to drink a lot more than what I normally would drink. And I would be mixing too, just to, I guess, either go back to sleep or not deal with those feelings.
Right.
I'll shut people out. Don't want to answer my phone. I'll just be on social media and Netflix all day.
I definitely
just shut out the world. Even with me having a partner, you know, that affects us too, because if she don't know what's going on and I'm just moody, I'm taking my depression attitude out on her. And so, but I'm learning now how to really deal with those mood. I call them mood swings because I am a moody person.
Yeah.
So
what's your zodiac sign?
A Leo.
Okay. Well, I already knew. I just wanted her to say it for y'all.
So I'm dealing with, because I know that I'm a moody person and it affected us in the past as far as having a partner. I'm learning to not take my moodiness out on her.
Yep.
And leave it within, because it don't have nothing to do with her. It's a me thing. So as far as just dealing, I just let it pass and just cope with how I been coping with it. But it takes some time to change those bad habits into good habits of coping with depression. So,
oh girl, because my bad habit is literally drinking. Like if I'm going through something,
like,
if I
don't realize that too.
That show on Netflix, The Woman. All right, sorry y'all, it was a little camera cut off. Anyway, so like I was saying, there is this show on Netflix called The Woman in the House Across the Street from the Girl in the Window, something like that. It's a long title, I don't know. Quote me in the comments because I don't know. But basically she had so many wine corkscrews, y'all. Like that was her day today. Like her day today was look in the window at her neighbors and drink wine, y'all. So, and that's because she's literally going through like a depressing stage. Like that's all she knows how to do. And it's like, for me, it just, it hit home. That part right there, I was like, Jesus.
I'm trying to cut you off. I think it hit home for a lot of people. Even it hit home for me, because I was like, damn, I understand what she's going through. I don't drink wine like that, how she does it, or alcohol like that, wake up. But it hit home, that made me realize, like, damn, if you understood that, that means,
Yeah, like, because I think it was before we even saw her pick up the wine, it was the corkscrews that everybody already knew, like, damn, she's drinking like,
You see, I got a little corkscrew thing going on over there on the side of the wall.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It ain't as severe as hers.
Yeah, hers is
getting
huge. Yeah. But I basically say, I just feel like for me, I need to learn how to, I guess, not allow my emotions to take over the way I feel or the way I do things or the way I approach things or the way I say things, because I feel like that's one thing I really want to work on this year. I want to work on learning how to control my emotions, y'all, because I feel like if my feelings feel like it's being played with, if I feel like I'm being tried, or if anything that I feel like can hurt my feelings, I feel like I have to like either retaliate or do something to hurt your feelings. And I feel like I'm really not trying to be that person.
So you need to learn intelligence over emotion.
Yeah. Because one thing, I just don't play about me, y'all. And if y'all know, when y'all come on my channel, some people, only a few people have tried it. They done came in the comments trying it. But I had to gather them, because this ain't it. This is not it. And I know, the more I grow on YouTube, I will be able to just come for everybody. So I really just need to learn how to just let people talk, let people say what they want to say.
So is it like when you get to that point of you feeling tried and stuff like that, is it basically you care what?
No, it's not that. It's me defending myself. I just feel like I just always have to defend myself. Like, honestly, y'all, not even trying to like put y'all into like my whole world, but growing up, I was always the sensitive one. I was always so sensitive. My mama used to always be like, oh, well, you need to get tougher skin. And I mean, the smallest things that you could say to me would make me cry. Like, you would feel like I really done something to you, and like you did nothing to me. Maybe it was your tone, or maybe it was I didn't like the way you said something, or I probably just felt like you were just being mean or rude or irritated with me, and I would just go and cry. And that was like in my younger days, and it's just like now people be like, oh my god, like this bitch mean as fuck.
I think with our generation, we learn to adapt quick. And what I mean by that, like, everybody is so out of touch with their feelings. And when you come across somebody who is an emotional being, we look at it like it's not normal, but in reality,
it's supposed to be normal.
Normal. Like, I want to be more into my feelings.
Yeah.
I don't want to be this hard being every day. I want to be vulnerable. I want to be, I want to be more submissive. Everything. When you look at a lady, we carry ourselves like a lady, but shoot, make us mad. We straight up.
Y'all know how we coming.
Straight up, so. And I think society has taken that from us because our background, we had to grow up being strong and tough and stuff like that. But now is at a point where we are adults. Like, what we want from a partner or friends, we're not it. So how do we become what we want?
So this is my thing when it comes to being submissive. I feel like I've talked about this on my last girl talk that I did, y'all. But let me go more into depth with being submissive and tapping into like letting someone lead. I feel like the reason why I haven't been submissive to pretty much anyone for real is because I never dealt with anybody who knew how to properly lead. Because I felt like if I had someone that was in that position of knowing how to, like, be gentle with me and knowing how to, just handle me. If I had that for real, I feel like it would have been no issue with me being able to reciprocate and be submissive. So for me, I feel like that's my issue. I've never been in a position where I had somebody that wanted to take or acted as if they wanted to take the lead. I feel like some of them were maybe in the way, I feel like some of them were taking lead, but they didn't know how to lead properly. Like, they didn't know how to talk or speak or say certain things, or just the way you handle me. It's not what you say sometimes, it's how you say it.
Yeah.
So I don't know how to tap in being submissive to somebody that makes me feel like if I tap into this energy, you're gonna make me feel like I'm not your woman. I'm just somebody that's wrapped around your finger because I'll do this, that, and the third for you. So now I feel like I'm getting taken advantage of because you're not really leading me like you think you're leading me. The way I feel like I should be led. And it's like, for so long, like I said, I've even been married before, y'all. I feel like because I was married, I cannot say that I was a wife. Like, I never really had the experience of being a wife.
I think there's something to reflect on. We'll get into that, because it's getting deep, and I do like that, but we don't want to go off topic.
Yeah.
The mental health part, and I think all of this plays plays into the mental health.
Yeah.
As far as depression, because there's something that you crave for somebody to take the lead, so you can get out of what is
but that's what I'm saying. But that's like, that plays into the conversation that I'm having, because I'm like, I never was able to be a wife because I feel like I was in a situation where I felt like something was so toxic and something that was really bad for my mental health, something that didn't help me grow, something that was hindering me, period. It really made me realize, like, this is not what love truly is. So I felt like when I finally got out of that situation, y'all, that's when I started tapping in and knowing what self-love was, what self-care was. I felt like when you really, sometimes it takes for certain situations that you go to happen for you to actually tap into that.
Okay, so let me ask you this. When you go through these trials and tribulations and it make you tap into your self-care mode, what do you tell yourself? Like, do you acknowledge the lesson that you learned?
I feel like accountability needs to be a big conversation for people. I feel like accountability is like it should be at the top of just self, like, because I feel like it doesn't matter what other people do around you. You can only control what you do. Yeah. So granted, it can be so much shit happening to you that you don't agree with, but you really can't blame everybody around you. It's like accountability. You really got to think about what it is that you could be possibly doing, what it is that you're surrounded around, what it is, what energy are you putting out within yourself that's making you get this type of reaction or get this type of cause and effect every time.
Because they say you are what you attract.
Yes, you are what you attract. The company that you keep, like it's serious. I feel like energy and spirits, I feel like all that is so magnetic. It's so serious. Like, and I didn't even tap into that for real until
we're gonna tap into it. And I'm glad that you said something. So I'm gonna give you a little scenario, right? So you remember last time you came over, but before that, you know, you was going through your own trials and tribulations or whatever. And you know, I love you, but I'm gonna be honest.
What?
Okay. When you say that energy is real and transferable, I felt like the last time that you came over and we went out and stuff, did our thing, I was uplifting my friend, but you were in a space and I felt like that cloud came over to me and my relationship because, you know,
not saying that I did anything wrong.
You absolutely did not do anything wrong. Yeah. But just to think about how we're sitting here talking about how energy is transferable, you may not know, you know, yes, I'm here to uplift my friend because I see, but not realize I did pressure my friend to get out the house. I kept calling and checking because I didn't want you to be, and at that moment I should have just let you be because it was you were not ready.
But I did tell you that.
Yes, you were not ready. And so when we departed ways, part of that cloud came over where it needed to linger somewhere. And I think I may have called you and you could hear.
Because I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you could hear. And my partner made me think about when she said what happened from the time frame of this, that, and I was just like, damn.
I even asked you the same thing.
Yes, you did. And so energy definitely.
And the crazy part about it is when we were around each other, I barely even talked.
Yeah.
But I barely even really talked. Like, I barely talked. Like, it's crazy because I have told y'all this before. When I'm going through something, I can't get I don't want to pick up the camera. I don't want to be around people. I don't want to go anywhere. I want to lay in my bed and I want to feel how I feel until I feel strong enough to come out of it. Yeah. Y'all have no idea how hard it is for me to come out of things. It might be easier for some folks, but I don't know how to fake it till I make it. I don't know how to do that. I want to genuinely be feeling good. Like, I want my mental to be good. So when I'm around people, the energy that I have can rub off on them. Because like she said, like, I didn't know she was feeling that way up until she called me and I didn't understand what the hell switched. But
it was like a light switch. It was just like because it needed somewhere to go. Because I think in that moment, you was pulling yourself out of that space because you knew that you had a support system. So it kind of, you know, eased you a little bit, and it wasn't happy. That energy, nah, bitch, you need to stay there. But it, you know.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's very crazy. Like, have you ever been like, I don't know, have you ever been around somebody where you felt like when you get around them, bad shit always happen?
Yeah.
like, I mean, things can be going good, but the moment you get around, it'd be like either the bad stuff is happening to you or the bad stuff is happening to them. And you be like, why every time I get around you, it's something. Happening.
I feel like before we even get around that person or that situation, we tell ourselves either we don't want to go or we second guess. Yeah. We're given we're talking to ourselves before we even go. But because we are looking past what we're telling ourselves and we do anyway, and so everything just get fucked up.
I just think that it's so crazy.
It's definitely.
I'm like, this was like one of my close friends, and I just felt like, damn, girl, it's again, it's something else. No, I would have said if it was you. But no, I wouldn't even be here. Because at this point, I can't be. Because that's too much static for me. That's too much static without even addressing it. I don't even need to address it. I just got to remove myself. I love you. But I got to love you from a distance, girl. You are lightning to my world.
And sometimes you have to take a step back from those type of people. Because like you said, you have a close person that you're experiencing that with. In the past, I had a person, and this person where I was experiencing, I'm talking about when I'm like any little small thing, I may go and I think I dropped my phone at the doorstep before I even walked in and cracked my whole screen. And that just put me in a space of something negative. Like it automatically put me in a place of me thinking what I thought before of, dang, every time I come around, it's something weird happening.
Oh,
so
that shit is thick.
Yeah,
that energy is thick.
I think we don't even know what it is. It's just something that's just happened. I think when we may need to take a step back, and it's something with that person or that may be something that they're manifesting or really not having our.
I feel like some people know that y'all are not aligned for friendships. Like we're not talking about relationships, but you could apply this to relationships, but we're talking about like friendships or just people around, period. Associates, party friends, whatever you want to call it. So I feel like when it comes to relationships like that, I feel like some people know that they're not aligned with you, but it's like you have this energy about yourself, or you have this personality, or
feed off of it.
And it's like they'll feed off of you, and then they'll literally drain you from all your good energy and leave you feeling like, what in the fuck just happened? Like, okay, that's why they say don't allow everybody in your house, because the energy is so thick to where you never really know what intentions a person has coming into your home. You never even know what demons they have already going on outside of your home. So it's like allowing people in your space, and then now you got all this you got a thick ass cloud when you come in your door. You feel like you ain't even welcome in your home.
Yeah, you don't even know why you're not even enjoying your own space.
It's so crazy. It's like I literally experienced that, but I experienced it from somebody that I dated. I felt like this person saw me in a different space, moving in a different lane, and feeling really good about myself. And I felt like they wasn't on that level.
That's the energy that came in of that envious and of them having certain negative thoughts, because they seen you one way and next time they saw you, you're like this. And so they don't know how to take that, but they're not going to tell you. So it's creating.
It's like, let me come around and get some of that. Let me get some of that. And now that I got it, I done stripped you away.
Because you're protected. Only certain energy was touching you, but not the whole energy. Because baby, had that full-blown cloud transfer from that to you, you wouldn't be sitting right here today. You'll still be trying to pull yourself out of it.
Girl, I ain't let that, because I noticed it. I said, there's no way. I was such in good spirits. I was happy. And then this person who's who's figuring themselves out, they come back, they come around in my space,
and
they're just taking, and then now
they call them vampires,
energy
vampires.
And then now that they have took from me, they good. They good.
They're on a cloud nine.
They are good, and I'm over here sick, trying to figure out how the did I get like this? Like,
they're on a cloud 9, living their best life because they have your energy.
Y'all gotta look out for people. Y'all really gotta look out for people that y'all call friends. Y'all gotta look out for people that y'all think y'all are dating. I mean, like, y'all really gotta pay attention to energy, because I feel like with mental health, I feel like also with people in relationships fail to realize that sometimes you could be literally laying with the enemy.
And that is, I dated 2 of those. And I'll give you a short story. Me and this chick who was breaking up, who was on the verge of breaking up, but she showed up at my house. This is when I lived downtown. She showed up at my house and we ended up hugging it out, right? But hold on, rewind. We hugged it out, but the wind started blowing so strong, and you know, I'd be looking at everything like a fucking sign. Right. So I was like, okay, I went to sleep. But tell me why I had a dream about a snake. And I still remember this dream to this day. I was sitting in a chair, my legs was thrown across the chair, and a snake was crawling on the ceiling like it was about to get me. And I grabbed the snake by his neck. And I was working for Delta at this time. She dropped me out for work. And I asked her on the way too, how did she feel about snakes? And I told her my dream. After that, it bothered me so much that we couldn't tango no more, because I felt at that moment like you had the wrong intentions. And later down the line, I looked past that sign and I saw truthfully that I was sleeping with the enemy.
Girl, do you think that sex is even more transferable? Like, and what I mean by, like, when I'm saying sex, I mean, like, when you deal with people you don't know where they've been. You don't know who they've been intertwining with. You don't know a lot of shit, right? So let's just say you're dealing with Henry or Hannah, and Henry and Hannah have literally been around the block. They done fuck with so many people that these people that they done mess with, childhood trauma, unhappiness, depression. They got a lot of shit going on. I feel like that sexual energy is so transferable. I feel like once that flesh hits that flesh, it screws you up too.
Yeah, you can.
I feel that.
I don't be tingling like that. I don't be tango because of that reason. Truth, you know, I don't get down with the get down because I don't. For one thing, it's a mind thing for me. My mindset won't allow me to, because I don't know what I need to know in that moment. So even when I'm trying to be in the moment, I fuck it up because my mind, I'm always blocked from that. But soul ties are real. Like, you just be careful who you tying with, because shit, it's hard for you to get past those soul ties.
Is soul ties like a bad thing though?
Yeah, when you're not with that person.
See, y'all, I'm really trying to learn. Okay, I'm trying to educate myself more on like the whole soul ties, different from being like soulmates, different from, it's 3 types. It's soul ties, it's soulmates, and then it's another one.
I don't know the third one, but I know soulmate and soul ties. You know, I would rather have a soul tie with the person that I'm in a relationship with. Even if we break up, it's bound for us to get back, and we'll just keep going. Even if we don't get back and I want just a one night, I'm gonna go back to what I know, because I know that my person or my ex, she's not finna just step out and just do, because she gonna come back to what she know before we either get back together or 100% call it quits. Right. So, but I ain't sewing with nobody and tying with nobody.
Yeah, that's crazy, y'all. So, y'all, I don't know if y'all enjoyed this segment of Girl Talk, y'all. I feel like this is for the grown and mature. I feel like this is a topic that I feel like was a great topic for us to talk about. I feel like we covered a lot. how to deal with, you know, depression, how to not go through it, how do people go through it, how do people pull themselves out of it, mental health, energies. I mean, it's just a lot to really think about. It's a lot to really start doing homework about, tapping into. Y'all, so this is just, I don't know, I really,
Can I say something to your people?
Yeah.
Don't be scared to acknowledge that you're depressed, and don't be ashamed. Don't be afraid to talk to someone, because everybody needs somebody to talk to. And when you feel like you're in that state, acknowledge it to yourself so you can know, and seeing what you are doing to cope with that. And maybe it's a negative way, you could turn it into a positive. But I think we need to deal with it and acknowledge it.
Right. So. All right, y'all. So with that being said, I am going to put her Instagram right here, y'all. So y'all make sure y'all follow her on Instagram. Check her out. And y'all, with that being said, I love y'all, cousins. Bye.